For some people, they believe their IQ is something they are stuck with for life after it was set in stone at birth, while others are convinced their intelligence can be constantly improved. Now it seems how you view your own intelligence may have a direct impact on your ability to fulfill your potential. A new study has found that people who believe their IQ is fixed at birth tend to overestimate how bright they really are. Intriguingly, this may actually hold them back, as they are then less likely to develop their own intellectual capacity. Psychologists have found that people who believe their intelligence is fixed tend to focus on easier tasks and avoid spending time on more difficult challenges. This appears to help reinforce their inflated view of their own intellectual abilities. But by doing so, they are also limiting their opportunity to fulfill their intellectual capacity. Dr. Joyce Erlinger, an expert on social cognition at Washington State University who led the study, and her colleagues said teaching people to believe their minds can be improved may help them learn more. Writing in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology, they said, "Knowing what we don't yet know is critical for learning." Nonetheless, people typically overestimate their prowess. We demonstrated that a belief in intelligence as fixed promotes greater overconfidence than the opposite belief, that intelligence can be improved. Together, these studies provide intriguing new evidence that the overconfidence effect may be less universal than previously thought. Participants who endorse an entity theory accounted for the lion's share of that effect. Importantly, this also offers insight into a previously unknown contributor to overconfidence, a motivated pattern of attention allocation that encourages overconfident perceptions of performance. The researchers conducted a series of studies with a total of 251 university students who were asked whether they felt intelligence was fixed or if they could substantially change it. They were also asked about how high they felt their intelligence was before being asked to complete a simple intelligence test in the general knowledge quiz. The researchers found those who believed their intelligence was fixed tended to overestimate how smart they were. These people were also less likely to spend time on the harder questions in the quiz, instead choosing to focus on the easier ones. The findings appear to support the sentiments of geniuses like Albert Einstein, who always insisted that the only thing that held people back was a lack of curiosity. He is reputed to have once said that the difference between genius and stupidity is genius knows its limits because stupid people think they know everything. The findings suggest that he may not have been far from the truth. Dr. Erlinger and her team said they hope to use the findings to develop new ways of teaching in schools and at universities. They said, "We would expect that a tendency to allocate relatively more time toward easy tasks over difficult tasks could lead to a decrement in sustained learning over time." First, mastery requires time and attention directed specifically toward those aspects of a task that are more difficult. Thus, people's reluctance to focus attention on difficult aspects of a task may limit their ability to improve. In addition, overconfidence might keep students from feeling that they need to devote time toward additional learning.